let's dive into a story that has had so many people talking. When a beloved actor like Matthew Perry passes away so tragically, the questions don't just disappear. For months, there's been a lot of uncertainty, but now the justice system has delivered a final verdict in a case connected to his death, and we're going to break it all down. Sometimes a single number can tell a whole story, and today that number is 15. Yep, 15 years in prison. This is the sentence that was handed down in federal court, and it really marks a final decisive conclusion to the investigation into the circumstances of his death. So who are we actually talking about here? To really get a handle on this verdict, you've got to understand the two main people at the very center of this story. So on one hand, you have the victim, Matthew Perry, an actor so many of us knew and loved, whose death in 2023 was just a massive shock. And on the other side, you have the accused, Jasmine Sangha, the person the court has now linked to that tragedy. So the big question is, how did these two people even connect? Well, the investigation laid out a very specific story, and it showed that this wasn't just some random one-time thing. Get this. During the investigation, Jasmine Sangha got this pretty startling nickname, the Ketamine Queen. And, that wasn't just some sensationalized name. Prosecutors argued it spoke directly to her reputation and her role in the world of illegal drugs. And that brings us right to the heart of the case. The allegation was very clear. Jasmine Sangha sold Matthew Perry the ketamine that contributed to his fatal overdose. The legal argument essentially drew a direct line from her action to his death. All right, so 15 years is the big headline, right? But like with any major court ruling, there's always more to it. So let's break down what that judgment actually includes. So it's not just the 15 years behind bars. The court also added 3 more years of supervised release. That means the total period of legal oversight is actually 18 years. That's a long, long time, and it ensures she's still being monitored well after she leaves prison. So with this sentence now official, a major chapter in the legal story following Matthew Perry's death is, well, it's closed. For the justice system and for this one person, the consequences are now set in stone. Now, of course, for the friends, family, and the millions of fans of Matthew Perry, a verdict doesn't really fix the personal tragedy. But in the eyes of the law, the case against Jasmine Sangha is over. It's the system's way of assigning legal accountability for her role and what happened. And that kind of leaves us with this huge, lingering question, doesn't it? It's a question that goes way beyond just this one case. In this incredibly complex chain of events that leads to an overdose, where does the responsibility, the accountability truly end? And that is a question with no easy answer at all.